You're working on it. YouTube is working on it.
YouTube's virtual. It's thinking about it.
There we go. It says YouTube live.
Okay.
All right, so we're reconvening our regular board meeting. 12.0 is board communication. We have a communication.
Just very briefly, we have a good shot meeting about that. It's by the Health Advisory Committee. And on the 16th of May, we're going to have a set of meetings to revamp our goals, and we want to explain to new members what we're all about. Get their ideas, what they think direction we should go in. And we set the time for 5 o'clock, so people will working to get there. Usually it's earlier than that. So I think it's and we have that meeting all planned out. And I did speak with your board member tonight, and she's going to attend that. That was very helpful.
How many folks are on the chat?
Well, there's probably about 10, but they don't usually come. Usually about 4 or 5 or 6. I'm trying to grow that. They all work really hard. That.
How many new members? Yeah.
We'll see.
Depends on who shows up.
We'll see. We're all running some. We have I think a pretty good agenda.
Any other communication?
Yeah, I need to report something that occurred during the choir and band trip to Reno the last couple of days, because I ended up having to briefly act in the capacity as a board member. The bus that was chartered broke down Saturday night on our return from one of the concerts to the hotel. The bus driver had to pull over to the side of the highway because he saw sparks coming from the driver's side front wheel. And we get out and look, and you can see the brake rotor glowing red behind the wheel. So, I mean, while he was on the phone with his company, we waited for it to cool down. Luckily, we were only 8 miles from the hotel. We took it nice and slow, planned to stop if he saw any more sparks. And we basically spent literally the rest of the night trying to figure something out with this bus company, and it was ridiculous. At first it was Mr. Ludwig who was interfacing with them. Like, we were all, myself and the other chaperones and Mr. Tendick were all there on the phone every time. And at first he was telling us he was going to send a mechanic that was going to come in 2 hours or 3 hours or by then. For morning, it was a 10-minute fix. It was gonna be a 10-minute fix. And we're like, no, does not sound reasonable to us. You're not gonna come and do a 10-minute fix with your rotors glowing red. I've replaced the brakes. I'm not a mechanic. I've replaced the brakes. So we said, we're not comfortable with that. I don't see how you're comfortable with that with 32 kids, it's liability. And it got to the point where he wasn't budging. And by 1 o'clock in the morning, I took over and I said, I represent the school district's interest in this. This is not working for us. We paid you for a service. Because when we told him we didn't feel comfortable, his next plan was to drive a bus down from Vancouver, Washington, that would have arrived at our hotel at 5 o'clock last night. We were supposed to leave at like 8, 9 a.m. yesterday. The other thing was for the bus driver that we had to take the existing bus and drive it to Sacramento and swap it out for another bus that was functioning. And that would have potentially stranded us not only without a bus, but also without a bus driver. And so I ended up getting on the call to talk to this individual. And we were not getting anywhere even after that until the other chaperone offered to pay for an Uber for the driver to get to Sacramento and drive this other bus back to us. That was about 1:30 in the morning. So, I stepped in since I was there. I don't know if that was appropriate or not, but.
Yeah, you ended up with a bus.
Yeah, it didn't, like at one point I was even volunteering because the other chaperones, the Bernackis, actually followed us down in their own car. And so since they were looking at having to make the return trip home at some point, I offered to drive their vehicle to Sacramento and back, like to drop off the bus driver and come back so they could get some sleep. And we probably should have done that because the Uber driver took what was like a 2-hour, 20-minute drive to 4 hours. And so the bus didn't get back to us until 3 in the afternoon. We didn't get home until 1 a.m. last night. And it was not like, he basically picked it up right after it had been used by somebody else. It was very aromatic. Oh my gosh. Kids were great. Like they were troopers.
How much is
32. One ended up having a relative there in Reno who they went with, so that we didn't have to bring her back. But I mean, still 31 kids. I think just with the messaging between the lieutenant and Mr. Ludwig talking to them and keeping things really straightforward. I bought pizza for everybody for lunch because we were supposed to be home by 6. So they weren't expecting to have to pay for dinner. They weren't budgeted to pay for dinner. So I bought everybody and had it there in the parking lot. At one point, they were playing their instruments in the parking lot. A couple of kids earned $20 playing their instruments. Yeah, right. We need to ride home. But they were great. I mean, even when you got on the bus, it's just like, oh, none of the kids complained. They were just like, we're going home. We got this bus. Like, bus driver was amazing. We woke him. We were on and off the store at 6 a.m. saying, we're going to get you an Uber. We just need to know where to take you. So here for any feedback.
State trips with that.
Man, I went on several when I was in high school and never had anything like that.
So it was the same driver, just started at 6 a.m. in Sacramento, got the bus, came back.
Yeah, I'm
Drove
really
you guys to Reno
hoping he slept in the Uber. I mean, he had 4 hours.
that he's in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, he can't legally do that.
Got us home safe. So
that was the bottom line.
what's
That
that?
was the bottom line.
Right, yeah, and some kind of decent time, fortunately, since some had AP tests first thing this morning. Yeah. But I mean, they need to, the company definitely needs to focus more on maintenance. Because in the daytime, while we're waiting for the new bus to come, we looked back in there and the rotor was cracked in several places, like cracked from the center all the way out. Like I can't imagine him trying to drive to Sacramento and back home. That was definitely not a 10-minute fix.
There another bus company.
Yeah, I don't know, they'll have to be future conversations.
There's not a lot of charter bus companies right now, and then they're not business. Yeah, and the Department of Trans, the people that do the inspections that we certify to do those inspections that. I know, gosh, Kelly Richardson has just bought a bus. For the Turkish program, and it was certified and. Took it to a mechanic to have some other work done on it, and the guy's like, this is not worthy, the engine's about to fall out of it. They have 600, 700,000 miles on these buses. They take yeah. But it's also the importance of. It's a hassle going through it. I mean, there's some staff felt like it was a hassle going through it, but it's the importance of making sure prepared and on it. As they do as well. That was the point. Yeah, good story to tell.
Yeah, that's the positive we took away from it. Lots of teaming and bonding and facing adversity, and the kids. All of them. We thought there might be a couple that would be anxious, but they were all great.
Any other board communication? Drew?
Nope, I don't have anything today.
All right. 13 is other business. We have any other business? 14, next meetings. Board meeting and budget committee meeting, May 15th. Right here at 7 p.m. in the Pleasant Hill Community Center. And we are adjourned.